back in the building. It's episode 434 of the Rise and Grind podcast. I'm Roderick.
I'm Cari.
Feels good, man. It's Monday.
Yep.
How you feeling?
Feeling good, brother. It's a new month. Hold on, one more time, man. It's August, brother.
It's August.
Leo season.
Yeah,
it's
man.
your birthday month.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
What's
man.
going on, man?
Fucking August, man.
Come on, dog. How you feeling, man? Fucking how I'm feeling. How you feeling?
I do feel good. I'm not gonna lie. Good. I feel great. The feeling for me is about not just me. It's about everybody. This is my birthday month. My birthday's coming up on the 12th. But you know, it's that back to school time. Like people headed back in. It's work time. We got friends and family of ours that have babies.
Man.
Coming, babies due.
Probably here.
Yeah, man.
At this point,
I don't want to spoil anything.
Yeah.
But yo, shout out T-Ron. Hopefully, if you have a chance to listen to this pod today, tomorrow, sometime soon,
maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
We don't know.
know. But congratulations to you. Congratulations to Lisa.
Absolutely, brother.
All right. Who am I to stop you guys from all the fucking applause our sound effects is willing to give us?
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, I didn't know we were one-shotting the laughter. Now, I missed that one. I missed the meeting.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout out Lisa, shout out T-Ron.
Absolutely, man. Congrats.
Shout out Hop, shout out Alizé. Of course, that's still to come. But now there's a baby. Let me do Alizé first. Shout out Alizé, shout out Hop, because you know he didn't carry 9 months.
Sure, he did not.
He didn't carry 9 months.
He definitely did not, brother.
So we just go ahead and throw Alizé name first there. But yeah, they're still on the way. That's expected August as well. So there's so much going on in August. My nephew's birthday is on the 17th. Yeah, starting work. There's a whole lot of stuff going on in the month of August. You're moving around a lot this month too.
I am.
Yeah, this is a busy month. I do feel good about August though. Like I'm glad it's here. I haven't thought too much about my birthday. As you can see, there were so many things I just named off. My girl keep asking me. I don't know. One thing I have said, because I've been dragging my feet for years, just because I work a lot. We got pod twice a week. That I don't make enough time for myself and stuff. But whether it's boxing or BJJ, I'm ready to. BJJ, for people who don't know, is Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and that's what UFC MMA is. But I am looking to start like a membership. So my girl keeps begging me for anything as a gift, and I was like, yo, just throw me a month and start me out at the gym. I don't worry about upkeep. Like I'll upkeep after that. And she's like, yeah, I still want to get a couple of things. And I'm telling her, and I'm also telling my mom, because I told them to just get together and do this thing together. My mom likes to get me what I want and then provide me with some other little gifts that I may like. My girl likes to do the same thing too, which is great. But I've always been a bit irritated with that growing up, because with me, you can buy, say my subscription is $85 a month.
Right.
And you got me that, and you got me cologne, and then you got me a t-shirt or something.
Okay.
Maybe it's just me. I feel like if I'm centralized on one gift, we can take all of the money from the other gifts, and that could have made 2 or 3 months out of the subscription. So I told my mom Dukes, like, look, if you had a plan on a bunch of gifts or 1 or 2, like, baby's already working on that. Get with her and just put it in the subscription pot. Like, I don't care if that even makes a whole month. If it doesn't make 2, whatever it doesn't make, I'll worry about it from there. But like, there's only one thing I'm really looking for this year. Yeah, I just want to get going on my boxing courses.
That's fire, bro. Are there some local places that you familiar with?
There are a couple of local places. I want to go somewhere close to me, but at the same time, I want to work with some of the best in the city. So
Of course.
I think that actually means me getting to a point of like somewhere in Dallas from what I've been doing research on. But I'm willing to get there to take the courses.
Yeah, no, that's dope, bro. That's fire.
Yeah, I'm looking for that. And if there was anything else this year, like I want an outdoor pizza oven. I've been
Fire.
Been imagining like got a little setup back door, like in the backyard. I got my curtains to put back up again. But like once I do that, got the TV set up. I just want a little, whether it's brick or not, just a little backyard oven set up. So like a pizza oven. We can do pizzas out there. Yeah, enjoy the time out there with the fam, shit like that. But yeah, that's birthday like ideas. I don't have any events planned for my birthday, nothing like that. But yeah, just gonna power through August. We got a lot to do though. What about you?
Yeah, man. Just like you, I feel good about a new month. I feel like everything's kind of already outlined, or lined out as far as plans, things you want to get in motion, business plans, personal plans, So I'm feeling great, man. I feel like this year just been attacking it, man. 8 months have went by, but I don't feel like it's gone by and I'm looking back like, oh, I wish I would have did this. I wish I would have did that. I feel like each month, I'm taking charge of my life and doing what I want to do with these days that pass. So I'm excited about this month. Got a lot of things planned like we already just discussed. I'm still getting things together in the crib. It's almost fall. Football season coming back up. Like, nigga, I'm super excited for this time of the year.
We just had our last weekend without football, I think.
Yeah, we have a game this week, like the first preseason Hall of Fame game, I believe is this Thursday. And then after that, you get a preseason game every week until the season starts. And then just like you said, like after this, it's football, at least NFL football until February. College football is coming back, I believe, this month as well, towards the end of the month. So, yeah, man, I love this time of the year, rolling into the fall, autumn. Like I said, then you get the holidays the last couple months. The fair is coming back.
The fair is on the way back.
Like, nigga, yeah, I'm excited, bro. So I feel great. I'm excited for everybody's lives. Your birthday coming up. We talked about that. The homies, bringing new life into the world this month. Shout out, you mentioned, the two, but I got to give praise to, let's say the lady first, Tyra and Kaylin as well.
Absolutely.
Because they coming this month as well with baby number 2. It's lovely, bro. I love it. I love it. You know what I mean? Like, it's just exciting to see all these things and people's lives change and just get better. But yeah, man, I feel good, bro. I feel good for where we're headed. I feel good for where I'm headed myself. Everything is going good. So yeah, I can't complain about nothing. Just trying to attack this month, the rest of this year, and get this shit going, man. For real.
I honestly feel the exact same way. If I'm trying to think if there's anything about August I'm leaving on the table before we get out of here. No, I really don't think so. I'm excited for the new month ahead of us. I will say, like Cari said, that he's excited for this time period coming up. We are approaching, August is probably, even though it is my birth month, this is probably the end of my least favorite months, because September, you're starting the fall season.
True.
It's football season beginning, and of course there's NFL starting. There's college football on Saturdays, but a big part to me about Texas culture is Texas high school football. So it's just gonna be a lot more of, when you drive by, you see those Friday night lights at the high school stadiums. You might pop in and go to a homecoming game or go to a rival game back home. When you drive through the late night spots, the Sonics, the Whataburgers, the something like that in Texas, it's going to be filled with those post-high school game like crowds, the in and out, stuff like that going into September, October. And I don't know about you, in Texas, yes, and then you go for the fall look, the Halloweens, the hay rides, the shit like that. I don't know about other counties and states or whatever, but here in Texas and in North Texas, like this is a super, September to December is a super special time.
Yeah, man, just bring the people out. They bring good times out. One thing we don't really necessarily get to enjoy, which I talk about pretty much every year just because it's always too high, but bro, like pumpkin patches,
yes.
I really want to like do that, and of course we can still do it, but I'm just one of them like, bro, if it's 190 degrees, I just don't want to do it, you know. But I may have to just sacrifice this year because me and my lady been talking about it for a long time.
Me too.
Like, let's do it, and we just make that excuse like it's too hot. But I mean, we go to the fair every year for sure. Gonna keep that tradition going. Like I said, trying to add the pumpkin patches and just what you mentioned, bro. Just football in general. I know I spend a lot of time talking about professional sports like NFL and then college, but I love what you mentioned about just from where we're from, Texas high school, and just that atmosphere. You feel it, even if you don't go to the games.
Yeah, even if you're just driving by on a Friday night.
Bro, you see it, you feel it.
I know you know where we're from, and I'm not going to get into super details about names, but think about the stadium that we played high school football games in, and just driving by on a Friday night and looking at those lights and peeking in, peering in, trying to see the score of the game on the scoreboard. And you look at the right, there's a McDonald's over there. You know what that McDonald's looks like before the game. You know what that McDonald's looks like after the game. Like, it's just a good feeling during these times driving by, knowing like what's going on. You drive by the Whataburger that's closest to the field after the game. You know that bitch packed.
A lot of parking lot pimping went down at that McDonald's.
A lot of parking lot pimping. And a lot of ass whoopings. A lot of eyes shutting.
Man, bro. Damn. A lot of eyes shutting is crazy. Because, oh God, nigga.
They got this shit
meet me across
closed.
the street, nigga.
Yeah.
Oh God, meet me across the street at the McDonald's. Everybody gonna be there, so talk that shit then.
Yeah.
That's hilarious, man.
And I don't necessarily remember us getting into like our own squabble maybe once, but I can definitely remember points in time that niggas have told us specifically, like, hey, look, I'm gonna be at the McDonald's after, like, if now we probably didn't go to the McDonald's.
Yeah, probably. I don't remember us getting into anything there.
Yeah, no.
Like you said, we was more focused, like I said, on the parking lot pimping. But no, it went down. You know what I'm saying?
Did.
It definitely went down there. Shit, any Friday night, like you said, man.
Every Friday night. Every Friday night after the game, whether we were at a Whataburger or McDonald's, the McDonald's across the street, I'm going to say it like this. There was a point every Friday at that McDonald's across the street where all of the students got kicked out because some bullshit happened. Like, there was, like, nobody got to enjoy that McDonald's until it was time to go. Facts. We got put out at least every Friday. We had a home game. Yeah, Whataburger was different. If it was Whataburger at that point, like, it had gotten much later in the evening. Like, you were really just chilling, but shit went down there too. You might get your ass knocked out at that Whataburger.
Yeah, it just, the McDonald's was so perfect because we're saying across the street, we won't like really make this point to y'all. Like, it's literally walking distance right across the street.
Yeah,
you know
I mean,
like,
and
you don't have to get in your car, drive, nigga. You can walk. It's right across the street from the stadium.
And
so
by walking distance, he means light crossing, light crossing to light crossing. You can get across the street from the red light and get straight from the game to the McDonald's.
5-minute walk.
Yeah.
If that, you know what I mean?
If that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. No, if we're talking just from the corner to the McDonald's, 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Yeah, 5 minutes if you're just walking out of the stadium.
Exactly, bro.
Yes, the fall, the late summer and fall in North Texas, it's fucking great.
Yeah, bro. Friday Night Lights, man. That's just the perfect time. I like how you, like I said, I'm glad you brought that into the conversation because I wasn't even thinking that.
And that play, and I'm sorry, I will die on this card. This is a hill I will die on until this era of Texas high school football ends. There are pretty much every season, playoff season of high school football in Texas is more entertaining at times than every level of football above it.
Yeah, bro.
I think playoff high school, like Texas high school playoff football, has to be one of the most intense footballs I've ever seen played ever. Like,
entertaining, like you said. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's probably the most entertaining. And if it's not college football, it's neck and neck.
Yeah, no doubt.
It's neck. Texas high school football during the playoffs and the state like run. I think that's neck and neck with college football Saturdays.
Yeah, and I'm sure they do this in other states as well.
Florida and California.
Yeah, of course. I was saying more like non-football states as far as
okay.
Like, the high school games and the championship game is played at the Big Boy Stadium.
Yeah.
Now, other states may have the championship game at a bigger stadium, but bro, as soon as the playoffs hit,
Yeah, you going to Texas? Yeah,
nigga, you going to the AT&T.
Yeah, you going to AT&T
You know what I
Stadium.
mean? We not playing at the little stadiums no more. You on the NFL
Dallas
field.
Stadium.
Dallas Stadium. They finally took that down.
Good.
But yeah, man, it's just a great time. Like I said, I'm glad to experience these things or know that these things are back on the brink and about to happen, within the next couple of weeks. It's just an amazing time. Fantasy football is about to start.
It is. It is.
Waiting on that, man. Last year was so great for the guys, man. I love that. We got the trophy in the mix now. So yeah, niggas is on it once again, man.
I don't care if I got to fly down to get that trophy. Like I'm gonna get that motherfucker this year.
It needs to be back in Texas, bro.
Yeah. I will drive to get it.
You ain't driving to go get that up.
Nah, you're right. You're
Chill,
right.
bro.
You can
Like,
have it, Dante.
drives to say chill.
Yeah,
you might catch a flight. Get that nigga on the phone, have him mail it, ship it.
Yeah, you can keep it though.
Yeah, I ain't driving for it.
Nah, but I am gonna make my best effort to get that bitch when I win.
Man, bro, need it.
When I win.
I heard you.
Okay.
Yeah, I heard you.
I got snaked out the playoffs last year, Tyrant. Like, I wish you the best with your child on the way, but I didn't think I'd have to say fuck you in the same podcast. He did some snake shit to me last year.
It's all right. We're going to get a grip on things this year. It's all good.
Pod, before we leave, I just want to let y'all know I was headed into the playoffs playing Tyrant for my final game.
Yeah,
But I needed to win my next game to stay in playoff contention.
of course.
Tyrant was 0-12 or 0-13.
Something like that, yeah.
He heard me talking about the stakes of getting in the playoffs, and I also talked about how bad his team was and how he had no shot. This nigga was making trades on his winless team.
It's not even that. Because I think the trade deadline was already passed.
Okay, yeah,
We're sitting at Buffalo Wild Wings.
he picking up new players.
It's a Saturday night. We're watching UFC. All the guys are there. You're talking about how you're going to beat his ass. It's the last week of the season. We're having a great time. Everybody's talking shit, going back and forth. Tyron, like you mentioned, hasn't won a game at this point. Hasn't been setting his lineup. Hasn't been on the waiver wire. He hears you, and he's like, okay, now I'm about to change up my starting lineup. I'm about to go make up
I was going to say
free agent picks.
He changed the lineup. The thing that really got me was the last part. When I logged in like later that evening and saw he was picking up free agents. Yeah. When you're picking up free agents for your last game.
He's serious.
And you're not going to the playoffs, whether or not you win or lose this last game.
Facts.
At this point, you're just fucking with me.
Yeah.
Right?
Which is what he was doing. So
Yeah.
I understand why you're mad.
So he went out and beat me and took us both out the playoffs. This nigga pulled a suicide mission on his fucking last game.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So
That's why I love fantasy, bro. That's why I love it, bro.
just brief story. But yeah. Shout out Tyron. Matter of fact, at this point, just shout out Lisa. Like,
and the baby.
yeah, shout out Lisa and the baby because fuck Tyron. How about that? I'll be in the hospital bed listening to this shit. T.
Bro, that's gonna be so funny. That's gonna be so funny.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Take that as your present. I ain't sending no more shit to that house, nigga.
Oh my God. That's so funny, bro.
Nah, I'm just playing.
Nah, yeah, it's all good. But yeah, it's that season, man. We drafting next month, right before the season start.
Wow.
It's that time.
Yeah, man. But nevertheless, we're in the August. We are more than halfway through the year now. So I hope you guys are feeling the pressure of not doing as much as you can this year so you do more.
Yep.
Yeah.
Make it count, man.
For sure.
Make it count, man.
Do you have any other intros before we get started?
Not necessarily. I mean, I have a few things I did over the weekend. They're not too important. We kind of talked enough just about like August and the month.
Well, no, yeah, you can go into your weekend.
I mean, like I said, I didn't really have much that I wanted to like talk about. Just some errands and doing things around the crib. Like it's nothing serious. So I'm good. We can move on, bro. Yeah. You want to talk about yours though?
No, yeah. The only thing that I'll say over my weekend, and let's see if I can pull this picture just so I can show Kari real quick.
Okay.
I've gotten a little too influenced by the movies that we've seen.
Okay.
Over the last couple of weeks. And I had to help my girl go get something out of storage.
Okay.
And her father was there. He had a storage. And Now I have an arrow and like crossbow type shit. I feel like Odysseus in this bitch. Yeah, I have a bow and arrow now.
I mean, shout out to you. You know what I mean?
He had it laying there, and I'm like, my nigga, is that a crossbow? And he was like, I got a bigger one. You want it? And my girl's dad just gave it to me. And I'm like, all right. And the whole time at home, like, yeah, I've set up a little practice shit. I feel like Odysseus.
That nigga says, is that a crossbow?
Yeah, I'm like, nigga, is that
what is that?
Yeah.
Nah, that's fire. Just don't bring it to a gunfight.
Yeah, no.
You know, but yeah,
Nah.
practice your, what is it called? Archery?
Yeah, archery. Yeah. Unless we was in a time machine. Yeah, nah. That shit not coming to a gunfight.
Please.
He showed me his other arrow. Like, he has an actual, like, bow and arrow. He has a small crossbow, like the one that he gave me, and then he has, like, a big crossbow and a big actual just regular bow and arrow. Bro, like, I mean, that bitch is huge. Like, you got to struggle to bend down to string that bitch like fucking the Odyssey. And, like, yeah, she was actually nice. And like my shit is really more towards just like practice, not like real. I mean, I guess you could string a real arrow to it, but the arrows that I have are more like not rounded off, but not built to puncture skin. But his shit is absolutely fucking crazy.
Nah, that looks cool though. You know, like it's funny, man. I saw this recently. I can't even remember where, but I was reading something. It was basically saying it's funny, like the more you grow older, the more you mature, all roads always lead us back to the child. And what that means is basically like, you know, all of the hobbies and shit that we loved and like to do as kids, when you get like 18, maybe through like 24, a lot of that shit becomes maybe childish to you, right? You don't want to necessarily do that. As you start to get older, maybe, you know, into your later 20s, 30s, 40s, you start picking up those same hobbies and likings that you had as a child.
Yeah, because you lose that mindset of like, oh, that's lame.
Exactly.
Like, nigga, fuck that.
Nigga, what?
I still love that shit.
The fuck, nigga? I love building Lego.
On God.
Like, what the fuck?
Like, what the fuck?
That shit is fun.
Yeah, nigga, I'm building Legos and shooting bow and arrows,
like,
nigga.
What, nigga?
What, nigga? And I just got this new game on my PlayStation. Yeah, I'm a kid. Yeah.
Oh man, I didn't even say. I realized my girl. I showed you. My girl bought me a PSP.
Yeah. You lucky son of a bitch.
What the fuck, bro?
Yeah, you lucky son of a bitch.
Yeah, shout out to us. Yeah, I'm forgetting, man. We did celebrate our anniversary. Hold on.
Shout out you guys.
Yeah, man. Me and the lady hit 3 years, but she gave me the present early, maybe like 2 weeks ago now at this point, bro. But just overheard me in conversation, just mentioning things that I liked as a child. Once again, telling her how I had a PSP and the games that I used to play. So she surprised me with a PSP and 2 games that I played on that bitch when I was a kid. So now I'm at the age, bro, like I'm a big ass kid, nigga.
I'm gonna just start walking by my girl saying Game Boy Advance. Game Boy Advance, 3 games.
Facts.
Yeah.
DS.
Yeah. Nintendo 3DS, 4 or 5 games.
Facts.
Here's the games I like.
Yeah, man. Shout out to her for that. For real. That was really dope. Been playing it. And it just makes me, again, think back on the times. But yeah, bro, like I don't feel that anymore. And not necessarily say that I did really at any point, but just like you said, naturally, you know, you just grow out of things. Things aren't fun to you anymore. But once you get to slow down, once you get older, you get in relationships, you start starting families. Like, bro, being or going back to the things that you did as a child.
That shit cool as fuck.
Bringing your childhood back to your life is fucking amazing.
It's amazing and it's super refreshing because if you and not everybody, and I'm not even saying this like we just went off of the rails, but when you turn 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, your mid-20s, all of that, if you're like me and a lot of other people, you kind of lose the way.
Yeah.
And I don't mean to get dark, but like you kind of lose the way that you grew up on, like in all of your actual structure. So when you start to find your way back to that and find your way back to doing the things that were parts of the old you, yeah, that shit feels great.
Yes, bro.
That shit feels fucking good.
Yes, bro.
Yeah. Because, yeah, like, and I'm sorry to be candid, guys. When I be doing Legos or like, I got an Etch-a-Sketch last week. That's another thing. Oh my
God, bro. What?
Swear to God, I got an Etch-a-Sketch last week. I had to get my dog some food.
Yeah.
And I'm just moving through the aisle. And at Kroger, I guess they have the pet aisle connected to like the little toy aisle for the kids.
Yeah.
I looked over and I saw an Etch-a-Sketch and I was like, Yeah, throw that bitch.
Bro, what?
Throw that bitch in there.
Oh my God. That's fire.
What was I saying before? I forget the whole point that I was making.
Yeah, I'm not sure. You were just maybe something else that you was about to bring into about this conversation. I'm not sure. You and Bodie, you know, you buy dog food. You seen the Etch-a-Sketch boom.
Nah, but I was
throw that in the basket.
I was saying something before about. God damn it. God damn it.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
bro.
okay. Yes, that's
Okay.
what I was saying.
Okay.
And this is the even funnier part. Like, I could have been fucking hoes. Like, you know, like that's how Lil Baby felt when he was like, I could have been selling dope. Like, real shit. Like, I'll be playing my Legos or I'll be on my Etch-a-Sketch.
Yeah.
Like, and as I get older, like I said, I found my way back to those younger things.
There
Like,
it
they were
is.
part of old me, and it's refreshing. It's a lot more refreshing because I think about the younger, dirtier me, and I'm like, man, I could have been fucking hoes somewhere, like ruining my relationship and shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
or I could have just straight up not even ruining a relationship. I could have just been fucking hoes. Like,
not being in one.
yeah,
Right,
like,
right.
yeah, no, but I've got real things to actually sit down and do now.
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
And that sounds crazy because none of those three things are actually real things to be sitting down doing, but cool.
Hey, man.
No, I'm saying like they make me feel like great.
Yeah.
Because when I said real things to do, I
I
started
know
thinking
what you
about the
mean.
fact that I just said
Etch-a-Sketch and Lego.
Yeah, it's just sketch Lego.
As you getting your life together. Those are the three things that are gonna get your life back where it needs to be. Right.
Yeah. I'm gonna sell that to to niggas in a master class. Look, number one, etch a sketch. Yeah, niggas gonna be looking like Bob Saget did in that fucking that AA meeting on fucking Half Baked.
Yeah,
when that nigga said he was hooked on weed.
Yeah. Nigga, what?
Yeah, but let's get out of there.
All right.
Let's get into music. Let's start with I guess it was just song drops this time.
Yeah, one EP we'll get to. But yeah, a lot of just, songs. I don't think there were really any big releases. Not rap wise. There were some like R&B projects came out I was listening to, but nothing really rap.
And guys, Cari says we have a rap project to talk, and we do. But when we finish talking the rap project, you'll realize we didn't have any rap projects to talk
Or much to say about it. But,
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll get to it for sure.
But yeah, we got a few new tracks. Let's start with the biggest, Cardi B. She's got a new track out called Aha. We played that a bit over pre-production. I hadn't heard it until pre-production. I believe you heard it a bit before that.
Yeah, I played it once or twice, yeah.
I don't have anything bad to say about it though.
Me neither. It's her first release of this year. The album came out last year, right? So first time she's dropped a single. She's supposed to tour, post the success of the album. This to me, honestly, just sounds like a summer song. I don't really think there's really anything to really say much about, like you said. It's not terrible though. It's very catchy. I think for her like ratchet crowd, I'm sorry to use that word, but
I don't know why.
I think for her ratchet crowd, it fits everything that they may want. Like I said, for the summer, for the time, and really not a bad record.
It's
catchy, but not something that I really like or dislike. You know what I'm saying? We played it. I played it a few times. I think her rhymes, like I said, are catchy. The chorus is very catchy. She is speaking on some of the stories and things that's been in the news lately with the ex-boyfriends and all of that stuff. But yeah, man, nothing really too bad to say. It may hit the radio. I think it's one of those songs.
It'll hit the radio.
But again, I think it's just like something for Cardi B to just make some noise really quick and get a song out because she hasn't released a song since the album came out last year.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it at all. I like it. It's nothing extraordinary for me, but I don't think she sounds bad. I think, like you said, it's catchy, especially when we're talking the hook. The hook's catchy. She says aha over and over to the point where it kind of drills in your head. You're going to think about it. You're going to be singing it at home without the song being on until the point where you get in the car and you have to put it on.
There you go.
Yeah, like I said, there's nothing super special about it. And the other thing that I started to think about when I think of artists and when we get a single out of nowhere, it puts me on the album or project indicator list. But just like you said, and what I was going to add more to is Cardi's the type of person that you can get just a single out of her, and there's absolutely no project in sight. There's nothing coming. There's nothing on the way. Most artists, when you drop a single, it's gonna lead to some sort of rollout. This one, like you said, I think she's strictly trying to get something out for the summer. Her last album did incredibly well. There's no reason for her to be trying to spin back with any sort of project anytime soon. So I don't see that in sight. I think, like you said, this was just some cool for the summer, just so she can pop out, show her face.
Right. Maybe do some club performances.
Yeah.
Here and there.
Yeah, and not like crazy. She doesn't need this song to do that.
Yeah.
But
nothing crazy here.
But yeah, this helps, and why not have a song out for the summer?
Yeah. And again, it rocks, for the summer. It's an anthem that the ladies gonna love, and just like you said about the chorus and what I said as well about it being catchy, even if you don't like it, it is one of those songs, whether you hear it 1, 2, 3 times, it sticks with you. You may or may not play it, but if you were to hear it again, you're gonna remember that sound or how the chorus sounded or some of the words that she sounds, because it's one of those songs again where it's just like you will remember when you heard it, whether or not you liked it.
Yeah,
that's what I think. I wanted to ask you though, Lil Durk's aha or Cardi B's aha?
Durk.
Okay.
Yeah.
Easily, right?
Yeah, I was going to say, I was actually ashamed of myself on how long it took me to answer the question, but we're going to go with Durk easy. Are you picking Durk's?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. No, I just wanted to be funny there.
Yeah.
Because when I first saw this title, I immediately thought Durk.
Me too.
Song, you know what I mean? Yeah, but that's different times, man.
Yeah, that's this Durk.
That's this Durk, brother.
Yeah, we like that.
Yeah, man.
Man, they trying to pin that nigga on a murder.
Yeah, it hasn't been too bright for him. Haven't got too many, updates more recently, but it's still not looking the best.
The reason why we haven't been updating too much is because Cari, all they're doing is adding more charges to him and more witnesses.
True.
Now we did have one shed of good news like a couple weeks ago. They dropped his RICO charges.
Yeah, facts.
But that's usually like incredible news. Like that is generally for someone in jail. Yeah. Dropping federal RICO charges is monumental in your case.
Facts.
But when you're also facing multiple murder for hire charges, that is like having a speeding ticket release. Like, oh, cool, you dropped this shit. I won't get life for it. But prayers and hopes up to Durk still. I mean, to him, the prayers will be going to a different God.
Okay.
What?
Nah, you're funny, bro.
Shit.
On me. He didn't even have to go in to have that happen. He just, his dad though.
His dad is
yeah. I forgot about his pops.
Yeah. But I mean,
yeah.
Nevertheless, let's go ahead and go on from Cardi B because we've already started to divert from Cardi.
All right.
Meek Mill, Nightmares to Dreams, aka the sequel to Dreams and Nightmares. I want to start by saying I'm almost positive he has released more than one sequel to this song before.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, I think sure. I can remember like one of those Dream Chaser outros or something like that was supposed to be the sequel to the song. I cannot remember. However, we are sitting here 15 years later, almost 14 to 15 years later, post Dreams and Nightmares, because I think they came out, like 2013, 14, something like that?
2012.
Okay.
So 14 years.
Okay, so
15 years.
We're 14 years away.
Yeah.
And Meek Mill gives us Nightmares to Dreams. What are your thoughts on this? We introed with this, Cari.
Yeah, I love this song, man. Absolutely love it. To me, what it did, and you and I have both said it so many times, bro, but from this 2012 to maybe like 2016 time period, Meek was one of the best rappers in the game. You have the beef happen with Drake at the time, derails his career, right? A lot of people have, negative shit to say. A lot of people disrespect the guy's talent. But for me, Meek Mill has always had the talent, has always had the cadence, has always had the flow, has always chosen the best beats, has always just been an incredible rapper. So it's been a while since we've had some music things to praise him about. So when I first heard this song, knowing again that it was a sequel to the Dreams and Nightmares, but I wasn't even thinking about that. I'm really listening to this guy rap and flow, and it just put it back on my brain. Like Meek is incredible at the craft of fucking rapping.
Always has been.
So I love this song. I really think this is an amazing song. I don't know what's next for Meek. I don't really care about that. I just think this is a good moment. Philly is got a lot of momentum, you know, with Braun coming to the city and all of that.
This will definitely be the song he walks out to.
Exactly. And, you know, when he did his announcement video, he did it to Dreams and Nightmares. Braun did the Instagram video. So it just all makes sense. Meek is great at this shit, bro. I love this song. Love it for him. Love it for the city. I have nothing bad to say about this song. We use it for the intro, so that lets you know, like, we really love the energy. We thought it was great for the pod. But this is a great record, man. What are your thoughts about it?
I like it. I don't have anything bad to say about it. And honestly, unless we're speaking about social media, I've never, ever had anything bad to say about Meek Mill or his music, ever. Meek Mill's always been an incredible artist. Like Cari said, we come from an era where we remember when Meek Mill was held at the same stature or the same level as Kendrick Lamar and Drake and J. Cole. They were all, and Wale, they were all in the same pack of the new greatest of all time rappers. Yes, media and smear campaigns and a bunch of other shit, social media will send different artists in different directions via look at Wale and where all of that smear campaign shit as it pertained to his mentality or his mental state took him. And then, yeah, you can look at the Drake Meek Mill beef and see where that took him, where Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, and Drake just continued to rise and rise and rise. But I don't think the pen ever left either of them. And if we're talking the two guys that went the different route, Meek Mill's been the strongest one. They were both on MMG, which is ironic.
I know, man. It's crazy.
But Meek's always had the best pen out of that to me.
Even back then, like you said, yeah.
Yeah, he rapped a lot harder. I have a lot of respect for Meek Mill, even the way that he was able to take his career back from everything else when he got out of jail. I like these records. I've always liked Meek Mill, like his albums. I like this too.
Yeah, bro.
It's receiving mixed like
reviews
online. Some people like love it just like we do. Some people think it's like a bit redundant.
Okay.
But
that's fair.
I haven't seen anyone say that it's bad. I've seen people say that they don't need it. Which, like you said, that's fair.
Yeah.
But
I can't argue with that because it's been 15 years. You know what I mean?
And just like you said, like you're not starving for an album. So I wouldn't even necessarily say we needed it, but I'm glad it's here. Yeah.
Glad it's here.
I'm glad it's here.
Yeah, definitely glad it's here.
I'm not
man.
denying or I'm not mad at the fact that we got it.
Yeah, facts, bro.
Yeah, some niggas mad that it's here. Like, shut up.
Yeah, bro. You got to just appreciate what we get, man. Like Meek, just reiterating the fact one more time. Meek to me is an all-time talent, bro. Like, honestly, you had the things like
Meek's an all-time great.
Yeah, bro. You had things that
top 50, top 20 maybe.
Derailed them, which sucks. But even still after that, the bounce back, like we still got championships after that. Guys, you know what I'm saying?
This is the bounce back. My fault.
Nah, you good, but nah, bro. Just again, this song just brought back memories. Reminded me of his flow, his wordplay. You know what I'm saying? Like everything about Meek and what makes him great. I think you get it in this song, and it's just great to have these guys be in this game for 15 plus, grow, maybe shrink, maybe decline. Then maybe climb again, and it's just, you see the ups and downs of a nigga career. So when they still get to make music at a level like this 20 years later, I choose to respect it. Other people, like you mentioned, may feel some type of way, and that's completely fine. You don't have to think what I think. But when we get shit like this, I just love it. I don't need an album, right? I don't need anything else. Cool. Like, of course, I'm sure you're going to get more music moving forward. We know that now, probably at this point. But it's whatever. It's just like shit. Just appreciate that song. Like it, hate it, love it, don't like it, whatever. Move on. But yeah, this is a great song from Meek, and we'll see what else happens for the rest of this year with Braun coming to Philly and all that shit. It's gonna be a madhouse down there, bro.
I'm gonna say though, I do not want an album right now though.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really. It's niggas that I don't check for anymore through all this love. Meek, I'm not checking for an album. There's so many more names. If we do get an album, of course, I'll press play, I'll listen to it. We were just talking MMG is the perfect direction to go here as well. Rick Ross just dropped an album. I played it, but I wasn't necessarily checking nor wanting that album. No. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate that you at this age, whatever you do, what you do, I can pick songs that I maybe like, don't like, whatever. Same thing will happen with Meek Mill for me if we do get an album to end this year off in the next 4 or 5 months.
Whether it's him doing it to himself or whether it's Drake, let me just ask a question because I'm just moving on just a bit.
Okay.
Has Drake ruined Rick Ross's career?
I want to say it the opposite
The second way that Rick Ross has ruined his own career?
Rick Ross ruined his own career.
That's why I added that second part, because you think about the fact that this beef had absolutely nothing to do with Rick Ross. Then you get that KFC version, like album cover, like that song cover diss that he did. He dissed Drake.
Fucking whack.
Yeah, and now it seems as though silently it seems like Rick Ross has been damn near like ousted from that A-list rap community.
Yeah, man. You have the older generation, even us, but I think like maybe closer to his age that are gonna appreciate him, may still show up to his shows and things like that. But the so-called like generation that's right beneath us that know him from the hits that he had with people like Drake and other artists, they don't care and don't give a damn about you anymore.
Yeah, they don't care what you did on Mastermind, nigga.
Yeah, so he lost a lot of credibility when he chose to respond to Drake in the form of fashion that he did. And I say that to say, because we don't know. I think there were true, like, behind the scenes, real issues that he had. He's told us a little bit. It had to do something with like a verse that didn't get sent by Drake that I think was for French Montana. Wasn't even for him.
Then there was that argument that him and Drake's people had at that little festival.
I do remember that.
Where it looked like Rick Ross like got actually
like fucked up. Yeah. But so yeah, like they punked him in a sense. But
you didn't. Why you say that?
Because that's what it looked like. let's be real.
Yeah, my fault.
Yeah, let's be real.
Yeah, you right.
So I say all that to say, like, of course, we know that there are real life problems behind the scene, but the way that he chose to enter or inject himself in the so-called beef, he just didn't do it the right way. You lost a lot of fans. You lost a lot of credibility. So when an album comes, when new songs come, people don't care, bro.
That's why I even asked this question, just because I wanted to provide more insight to fans and also get your opinion on it, because exactly what you just said, I feel like post Kendrick Lamar Drake beef, not only has he been like a social media laughing stock, but I feel like no one's checking for the releases anymore.
Yeah.
I feel like he's a big face, so you see the releases every single time, but it's a difference now.
Yep.
Like, and because he turned his back on Drake, and now everybody that turned his back on Drake is back around. Like now the blogs that were once clowning Drake for the A minor, all that, are now treating Rick Ross and his music like it's nothing.
Yep. And that sucks, because he's another all-time great.
It sucks, but also like everybody really thought that was like their one time to try to like strike and get Drake out. Like if we're gonna get him, we're gonna get him now. Like
nah, that's not it, brother.
And I bet a lot of niggas feel stupid now.
Absolutely, which is like with the whole, and man, I'm not gonna stay here too long, but the whole way that Drake came back with the 3 albums and everything, but just Ice Man, he did everything he was supposed to do.
Yeah, that was a lot of
fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Make them know, make them pay.
Yep.
Make them remember.
And yeah, and never come back over here.
Exactly. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, a lot of people just went at it the wrong way and they paying for it. Rick Ross is paying for it, and I think will forever pay for it. I mean, you're at the age now where
ain't no more and making up again.
Yeah, you're at the age now though when the music don't necessarily even connect already because you've been in the game for so long. So if you're trying to win new fans over, you're already coming at it incorrectly. That's not going to happen anyway.
You're at a super disadvantage. Yeah, your music's not connecting the way it used to.
Come on, bro.
And now we don't like you anymore.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, we could have dealt with one.
Right.
You could have got us back from one of them.
Right.
You're not gonna get it. Yeah, and Drake could have helped you get us back from one of
He
them.
could have gave you a feature.
Yeah, he could have made the music hot again.
Like Aston Martin Part 2, nigga. Like, you know?
Or he could have made us like you again.
Yeah.
He can't do both now.
Yeah, bro.
He don't wanna.
Yeah.
And I can't think of another feature on on Rick Ross's side that he has in the tuck that would be able to do that for his career again. Because the other one that I would think of is Kanye West, and Kanye West is in the point of trying to do that for himself still.
Yeah, and I don't think he wants to necessarily inject or associate with
No way.
with people that are trying to climb the ladder as well. I'm not even trying to make it a Drake thing.
Not right now though.
Right. Ross is trying to climb a ladder. Same time, Ye is trying to climb a ladder. So Ye is only going to reach out to people who are already at the top of that ladder, who may be able to reach down and bring his ass back up, which is so crazy to say for Kanye West, but know what we're talking about here. Context matters. We know. You don't have to talk about what he's going through, but we're going to talk about him a little later as well, so we can bring him back up into conversation. But yeah,
he's not reaching. Kanye's not reaching for Rick Ross though.
Fuck no. Love what you did on
Devil in the New Dress.
Yeah,
good shit though. That's basically what he told him. That nigga said good shit though.
Yeah,
not on bully, nigga.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Yeah, no, he went and got Gnarls Barkley before he got your ass.
Facts, brother.
But that was Meek Mill, Nightmares of Dreams. I do think that's a good song. Check that out.
So
last but not least, in the singles side, we've got Rod Wave. He's got a new track out called Hustle. We also know that he's got a new album approaching, I think in 2-3 weeks? Something like that, the end of August.
Let me see if I can get that exact date. The album is
26th or 28th, something like that.
28. Yep.
Okay.
You're right. The album is titled Don't Look Down.
Yeah, and that looks like it's going to be 25 tracks, or it looks like 24 tracks and two videos as of right now.
Yeah.
But how do you feel about this song, Corey?
We played this one time in pre-production. That was my first time hearing it.
Okay. I thought it was just all right. I didn't love it too much.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I'm not the biggest Rod Wave fan.
Nah, you weren't always the biggest Rod Wave fan.
Yeah, there's certain projects though that stuck with me for sure. You know, during the Dirk record, I can't even remember the feature, but like there's 2 albums early on that I really like. But as time went on,
probably Ghetto Gospel. I know Ghetto Gospel's the one that put him on.
Ghetto
with
Gospel,
Hard on Ice.
Pray for Love came the next year, and then Soulfly 2021. I'm looking now. I did like those 3. After that, I would hear songs really here and there. Didn't really necessarily care, but to the song, I think the song is okay. Just like you said, it's an album song. I don't think it's a song that's extraordinary by any means necessary. Once you get the album and play this, because I think he had it at track 4. Let me go back. Yeah, it's track 4 in the album. It's probably going to be smooth as you get through the album. You already have that other song, Piece of Your Love, which is track 3. Mm-hmm. But I respect talent. I respect credibility. I respect niggas, pure artistry and fan base. And Rod Wave is one of those guys. It don't even matter whether I like the nigga or not. You know what I'm saying?
What you like.
Exactly.
And fuck what I like.
Exactly. So the song, I'm sure, is going to get a lot of praise. The album, when it comes at the end of the month, I'm sure is going to do fucking numbers.
Absolutely.
So that's all I have to say. Not a song that I really care too much for at the moment. When the album gets here, I'm going to play it and we'll see how it sounds.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything special about it. I don't think that it's a bad song though. I think it's just a regular Rod Wave song. Like you said, he's coming at the end of the month. I'm with Cari, whether I like the song or not. Rod Wave is a fucking unicorn in this fucking industry. And by that I mean like when everybody else goes out in this day and age, this past 2018 and 19, when we're selling 200 an album and we're dominating every album on the top 200, we can have pop or country dominating the music landscape, and he come out and put out the #1 album of the week, and it stay there for 2 or 3 weeks. Yep. He's gonna sell 100 easy. Like Easy.
Yeah, he gonna do like one. What Future just do? Was it 120 or 150?
Somewhere between 120 and 150. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, I can't remember either.
But Rod Wave gonna do upwards towards 200.
That's what I'm saying. I was finna say like he 150, 175 just as a low ball.
Yeah.
200
Yeah.
on a higher
I was
range.
gonna say on a realistic high ball, he does 210.
Ooh.
And Rod Wave is one of them niggas.
Yeah,
like
bro.
Rod Wave has people pop out of fucking manholes on the street to play his album. I don't know who the fuck, and I'm not saying it like it's not good because it's great. I was one of those at the beginning that was really hard on Rod Wave.
Same.
But no, he has people that you have no idea listen to Rod Wave pop up out of nowhere. Like I don't know where this 200,000 coming from every single time when Future can't do it type shit. But I respect it. Like you said, I respect that.
130 for Future.
Yeah. And let's see. I want to see what his last album was, Rod Wave. Was it 2023? Was that his last album? Nostalgia?
24. He did Last Lap.
Okay, let's see how much Last Lap.
But we should probably check 23 as well because that was, I know Nostalgia was a good album for him.
Yeah, how much did Last Lap sell first week? Rod Wave's Last Lap sold 127 first week. Yeah, and what was the other one? Nostalgia. Nostalgia by Rod Wave sold 137. So
Okay.
yeah, he's got a big week coming either way.
Yeah. The 150 range sounds better now with a 2-year gap too. But I'm still going to give him the 150, 175. We'll talk that
Me
later
too.
though. Yeah.
Cari, this is back-to-back years he's giving niggas 130,
Oh,
120, like with no break.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Easy money.
Yeah, and he making y'all niggas wait now.
Yeah, right. Easy money, bro.
Yeah, he gonna break another stage on your ass.
Okay.
Fat ass gonna fall out the window. Like he got so high he wanted the what do you say, jump out the window?
Oh my God, I remember that shit.
Fat ass can't fit through the window. You are fat as fuck, Roderick. Yeah, not to be confused.
Nah. And then Rodarius. It's Rodarius.
Is it?
Yeah, I think it's Rodarius.
I thought we only knew one Rodarius.
Nah, I think he was Rodarius. Let's check.
I swear we only knew one Rodarius.
Nah, yeah, it's Rodarius.
Yeah, Rodarius Marcel Green. Shout out. Shout out. I think is it Roddy Rich that's Roderick?
I don't even know.
Yeah, he's Roderick. Yeah, it's Roddy Rich.
Okay.
Sorry.
Cool.
But let's go ahead and move on. I think that takes us out of our tracks and into albums, EPs, projects, whatever it is you want to call it, because we have a new EP, Cari. And see, this is what I mean. This is a nigga abusing the word EP, Cari.
Yeah, for sure.
Like extended playlist. I feel like we should have a cap on how long an EP is allowed to be.
Okay.
Because Lil Uzi Vert just dropped a new tape. This tape is entitled Maverick, Almost Forever EP. And I mean, maybe 8 tracks is EP-ish, but I feel like you get 4 or 5 of them off of 6 with me. Like,
typically you would only get like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
When like it's a true EP or like a leak, like, okay, the album is coming within the next few weeks or so. You know what I mean? 8 records, 8 brand new records. And he gave us a, what are they calling it? Like a,
I'm not sure what you're.
I'm trying to think of the word, but if you look at the album cover.
Oh, he's giving us like Easter eggs towards his new
Easter
album.
eggs,
Yes, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
If you zoom in on the eyes, it says like album soon or something like that.
Or something like that. Yeah.
Nevertheless, this is horrible. This is one of the worst performances by Lil Uzi Vert I've heard in quite some time. It's better than Eternal Take 2.
Damn. And that was big for the fans. They were waiting on that one.
The second one? Yeah. We were really dying for EA too.
Yeah. That and the pink tape, wasn't that what he did?
Niggas were
before
actually
that?
dying for the pink tape. He saved rap.
He did.
Yeah, y'all remember when he saved us 2023? We hadn't had a number 1 all year.
So we should give them more credit, huh?
Lil Uzi Vert, absolutely. He's the greatest rapper of all time.
Okay,
Cari.
I I said a little more credit, not the, not the biggest credit.
Yeah, I called him Hov.
Lil Uzi Vertical.
Yeah. yeah. He's the best.
I mean, I just heard, what was it, Marcy Me the other day? I think that's the song where he says that. But anyways, to Uzi, I don't like it. It's terrible.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Terrible. We played it in pre-production so much so that I tuned the shit out because we started having other like conversations about things. We played it though, the 8 songs, we got through it, and there wasn't one song that I liked lyrically. Now the production, the beats, I was bobbing my head.
Those were nice. Those were nice beats. Some of them were really good beats.
Yeah, like the rhythm and everything to it is fine, but for Uzi, and again, maybe where we are now, maybe this music just ain't for us. Like, you gotta do more than just the beats. When we were 16, 17, 18, like you could get away with the lyrics not necessarily saying anything, you know, because the beat was so hard. Now you got to kind of say a little bit more. I'm not asking for him to be super duper lyrical, but you got to have something.
I agree.
And he has nothing.
I agree.
You know what I mean? So that's why it's terrible for me.
I want to start off by saying everything's not for everybody. And when I say that, I really would like to speak to the fact that I know what time Lil Uzi Vert popped. And I know the rappers that were the biggest and the rappers that were becoming hot around him at the time that he popped. So I do believe he's gauging not only himself, but the landscape of music and rap based off of his peers around him. And when you look at like the biggest in the game, which is Drake right now, Drake is still serving a very young fan base. He's found a way to still do that, and it's working for him. That's like who the biggest was around him, or the biggest was at the time, like when he kind of popped 2016. Then you start to look at the big faces that are still around and prominent from when he was coming up, and was coming up with him. And you start to look at like Playboi Carti. And Playboi Carti also still serves a very young crowd, young fan base, reaching towards the future, reaching towards young, because we know that's where the bulk of the money that's still growing up is. Lil Uzi Vert, I feel like, is trying to do the same thing when this is no longer serving him anymore. I don't think the younger crowd wants to hear from him anymore. I don't think his sound of music that he's making connects with anyone anymore, because he's making a sound that was for when we were young, when we were 18, and that was 10 years ago. And the young kids now don't want to hear that shit. And us at our age don't want to hear that shit.
Yep.
That's why I said everything's not for everybody. And that's why I started with, because it does serve some artists to be able to go back to the drawing board and to start to not reinvent themselves, but to change some things in their music. Maybe it's time that you take a step more into your age, and like you said, become a bit more lyrical, or add a bit more of the lyricism to your rap, because we know Lil Uzi knows how to rap and be lyrical.
For sure.
But yeah, I think we've gotten to a point where we're watching the biggest in the game serve young crowds, and we in turn want to serve young crowds when the young crowds left us. The young crowd's not with you anymore, because the young crowd grew up and doesn't want to hear what you're selling anymore.
Jeez, bro. Yeah, I don't have anything else to say. I think you described that perfectly for Lil Uzi. And I love that you brought Cardi into the conversation, because I promise you, when we were playing it, I didn't say it out loud, but the same kind of like connection that you were making as far as Cardi, who's been in the game the same amount of time as Uzi, but has found a way to still be relevant, to be the biggest. And whether it's changing your sound, whether it's adding lyricism or different sounds just to your music, whatever it needs to be for Uzi, he hasn't found that yet. Cardi found it. Other artists found it. Uzi is in a pocket where it's like he's tried different things, right? That's why you get like the dance type of songs and TikTok type of music. But when it's really time for him to lock into an album and make an album that's worth listening to from start to finish, I think that's what he's missing. That mark he's currently missing. But it's funny because, I mean, 3 years ago, yeah, you do have the Pink Tape that sells a lot but doesn't necessarily stay around for a long period of time. I think you got another EP either before or after that, as well that didn't really stay too long. And then Eternal Take, was that after Pink Tape?
No, Eternal Take was
Before?
2020 during the pandemic. That one did a really good job. That album.
So when did he do part 2? Or am I tripping? Am I confusing myself?
No. You're not confusing yourself. He did Eternal Take 2020.
Okay.
Then he drops the Baby Pluto tape with Future in 2020.
Wow.
Pink Tape comes 2023.
Okay.
And then he does Eternal Take 2 in 2024.
Okay, so that's what I was getting to. So 24, we get EA2, and
by that point, he's 2 tapes in that are lackluster.
And people are excited to get the album because of the name.
Yep.
But when you actually play the music, just like the Pink Tape, when you sit with the music and play it, by that next year, you're not going back. We've moved on.
And it wasn't horrible when you play it, but it's not replay.
Even Pink Tape wasn't horrible. But Playboi Carti has found a way to stay relevant through all of this shit. And it's crazy because y'all make similar fucking music. You know what I mean? At this point.
But he's been able to, Playboi Carti has been able to take a flow that would not have worked in 2016.
Okay.
And that nasty ass vamp style, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of it, but I know it's what's taken over.
Yeah.
Cardi, that would have never worked on us in 2016. We was running around with trap shit.
Yeah, like, it's different now, bro.
Yeah, but Lil Uzi Vert was able to package it in a way and sell it to us in 2016 in a way that we digested it well.
Yeah.
We just digested that 10 years ago. There's no way you're going to be able to sell us the same soup every day and think it tastes good.
Facts.
Playboi Carti's come around with something that is new and fresh, whereas Lil Uzi Vert is trying to serve us old shit, and he's trying to make it new for the new kids.
Yeah.
But they want a new.
Gotcha.
They don't want that old new type shit that you're rapping to them.
That's perfect. Yep, you're right.
Yeah, like you said, the sounds are similar, but they want to hear Playboi Carti's version of that shit. And the part that's getting me is you're Uzi and you have all of the resources behind you. You're signed to the heaviest major record label in the game right now. Why is it so hard to just change the style up a bit? He has every resource at his feet. He's got Atlantic on his sidecar. You know Uzi and his relationships. He has access to all of the features in the world he would like.
Yeah.
I just don't I don't know what's so bullheaded on that team's side or on that squad's side about switching up in order to succeed, because it's not working.
No, that's true. I mean, people gotta want those features in return also. You know what I mean? Like, artists gotta want to work with you, but I'm not rebutting what you said. I mean, you're right. For someone as big as Lil Uzi and all of the popularity and fame that he has achieved in his career, there should never be a point where he's begging anybody to work with him if he calls.
And not even just artist features, producers.
Production for sure, I think, because what album had Neon Guts on it? That's
Pharrell. That was Love Is Rage 2.
Okay. So things like that, right? Where you can go and get a different producer who creates a whole new different sound for you, but you're still able to be yourself. He's still Uzi Vert on Neon Guts, but it's a Pharrell production, Pharrell feature, but it's a song that's like out of this world. You know what I mean? Compared to everything on this tape, like, no disrespect. I mean, I know you have history with, I think it's Juju, one of the producers, like, y'all done a tape together and things like that. But it's like, change something up, try something new, try a different flow, try a different cadence, try a different rhyme scheme. I think that's what's missing for Uzi. And going back to Carti, although it may not necessarily be what you and I and maybe the generation before us considers hip hop, he found a new rhyme scheme. He found a new cadence. He found a new voice. You know what I'm saying? That works for him. So Uzi just needs to find that little niche, whatever sound, beat that works for him, and maybe try that moving forward.
And on top of that, he's just got to get creative again. Everything just sounds very like cookie cutter, like mumble rappy, like on that album. And I'm going back through Love is Rage, Cari. Think about The Way Life Goes. I know it hurts sometimes. Yeah. And then think about Neon Guts, Cari.
Yeah.
And then think about I said, girl, why you keep calling? I'm like, why you keep... None of those songs sound the same as each other.
What's that one? Like minutes. And then like something
24 minutes or
24 minutes or something like that. Right?
24 minutes until I'm on. 24 minutes until I'm on. If you think about those 3 songs, none of those songs sound the same.
Yeah.
And none of those songs sound anything like what he's doing on this album.
Agreed. Now, granted, that's 2017, 20 minutes, yeah.
I do understand that.
Right.
But what I'm saying is pretty much you have it in you to just go get creative.
Okay.
The shit that you're doing on that EP is not the Uzi that we know using 100% of the brain. Like you have found, like back then, you found the way to use all of your brain at once. When they be telling you like you only use one side,
yeah.
Uzi tapped into that other side of his brain back in like 2015, 16, 17.
No cap.
It's like we're back to using just one side now because I don't feel like he's using his full creativity on that. Even when we talk Eternal It Take, when he dropped, think about Eternal It Take, and then think about that mixtape he dropped as the deluxe. Mm-hmm. That bitch was insane. Like
I think it was Love versus the World 2, right?
Yeah. When you think about that disc 2, when you see some of the songs on disc 2,
yeah, like Lil Main, Baby Pluto, Secure the Bag, P2.
Okay, actually, no, it's here. Actually, the first part is the mixtape. Yes, Sirski with 21 Savage. That I just hit your bitch. Yes, Sirski.
Strawberry Pills.
Strawberry Pills. Are we serious?
Strawberry Pills was one for the trap, boy.
Which one was the one with Nav? Like, because I think he did 2 tracks with Nav.
Leaders. The last one.
Yeah, one of these. And I think Nav was actually on an original version of Yes Sirski, but the Kobe track with Chief Keef.
With Chief Keef, yeah.
You could tell he was just back creative. Like songs that didn't all sound the same. All of those songs on this EP sound the same. And it's bullshit.
Yeah, it was really a hard listen, bro. Terrible.
A rough listen.
Terrible.
Like, and weed is hard because we've experienced very high highs with Lil Uzi Vert. That is not of your ilk, sir.
Yeah.
Do better. Yeah, but let's go ahead and move on. Are you ready to move on?
Yeah.
I think that takes us outside of music, but let's talk music news and a little bit more news after that.
Okay.
Cari, Kanye is back with another show, or Ye, should I say, guys, formerly known as Kanye West, is back with another show in New Orleans. I don't know the date of this. We might actually have to get the date.
I'll look it up for you.
But Kanye is finding a way to make his way around the United States for a bully tour, be it impromptu or planned. He seems very, very motivated to not be stopped by whatever the powers that be are. Okay, yeah, he's got the New Orleans show on the 29th of this month, and of course we got the Ye Chicago shows coming up in September. But yeah, I'm honestly happy for Kanye. At the beginning of the album releasing, it looked like nobody wanted to give him a stadium. Nobody wanted to give him an arena. And just little by little, I mean, he starts to generate more and more money across these different shows. And it's crazy that the only thing that fucking matters in this world is green, because everybody has their own different opinions or whatever. And they'll put him on like a national blackball or like a worldwide blackball. And then niggas will start seeing how much money this shit is making or how much progress or profit it's bringing to cities or this, that, and the third. And then we're okay with him coming to the city. But either way, I'm glad with him being here, being able to perform.
Yeah.
He hasn't performed in New Orleans in 13 years, so I think that's big. A lot of people are expecting Wayne. I mean,
I'm not.
I don't know if you get Wayne, guys.
I'm not.
He's on a tour himself, so that's the thing. So I don't know if all that stuff lines up for Wayne to be at the 20th anniversary tour. He couldn't even be at the 20th anniversary tour.
I was about to just say the same thing.
And you niggas think he's gonna bounce in between his tour and Ye's.
Not a good look with all the shit that's already happened.
Yeah.
And you cancel a show to just go share the stage with Ye. Like, I get it from from the fandom standpoint, like as Wayne, because Jeezy just did that with the Yankee Jay-Z shit. Jeezy had, I think he has a residency, I'm not sure, but he had a show that
He canceled a Vegas residency night, yeah.
He canceled that shit, hopped on that flight to Brooklyn, as he should, though. But, like, for Wayne right now, currently where his stance is with his tour, that wouldn't be good. And I don't expect Wayne to be there.
Yeah, if you were going to do that, this needed to be your version of what you did a couple weeks ago. We can't do it twice or 3 times in a row. You can't no show, then be 2 hours late to the next show and then miss again. If you were gonna miss, it needed to be just tonight.
Yeah, you used that up already.
Yeah. I don't give a fuck if we at your home. You can't even give us that excuse that he was back home and you couldn't miss it.
Yeah, doesn't matter. The only thing I'll say about Ye, what you mentioned, what I love and have to salute and appreciate. Most times when you get thrown into the hole that he's thrown into, whether you have a lot of credibility, whether you reach levels that he's reached, most people give up. You don't fight because it's a hole that's so dark you really can't see the light to come up out of. And he was in a dark that many people will never see in their lives. You know what I'm saying? As far as for his career, how his career tanked. But he fought, kept fighting. He tried shit, STEM player, release here, Super Bowl commercial, all these things, right?
STEM player. Donda 2.
All these things, vultures, bully, like all these things. Now he's back to a level where he's not back where he was just yet, but he's climbing, he's still going. And I'm just saluting him for just still fighting the fight. You know, it's so easy for anybody in any situation, not just talking music and A-list celebrity like situations. At any point in your life when you get thrown a bad bone, it's so easy to be like, that's it. I give up. I'm not going for it.
It's easy to hang your hat.
You know what I mean? But he just kept climbing. And now we back. He's doing these shows. You mentioned a Chicago show that's going to be early September next year. That's going to be fucking crazy. This New Orleans show going to be crazy as well. But when he get back to Chicago, it's going to be insane.
It's going to be mayhem.
It's going to be insane.
Absolute mayhem. And I think the Bully show, we haven't talked about this yet, and we don't have to stay here too long. I think Bully and the Bully shows have done well enough that if he gives it a year or two, his next album, he's gonna get that crack at the big leagues again. I see higher level features on his next album.
Thanks.
Yeah, and like we said, this is not a Jay-Z situation where Bully's his last album. I do think we're nearing the end of Kanye West, which is why he's making such the effort to return to the top.
And go out with a bang.
Yeah. But I still say Kanye has, at least at a high profile level, 2 more albums left in him. But that next one, yeah, niggas might want to get the fuck out the way.
Especially if he goes away. Like a year or 2 years.
And I do imagine him going away. I think you see not only Kanye go away, but hopefully another year or so of Kanye West silence.
Okay. That'll
do really good because I mean we haven't. That's another thing we should tip our hat and applaud. Like Kanye's social media silence during this run of Bully has been key to his success. Yeah, key
for sure.
And if he's able to maintain that, just stay good with his family, kids, wife, between now and his next project release, yeah, I think people might have those businesses might have more of an open heart.
Stupid.
Yeah. Mercedes-Benz Stadium might have an open heart in a couple of years.
Yeah, we'll see.
But I don't have too much more on Kanye. I did. Actually, we did have another spot.
Yeah.
Yeezy, his footwear and his clothing apparel is back on the rise. If you've seen, he's really amping up his next Yeezy season. And it was just recently announced that Yeezy footwear will now be sold, I believe, in store with JD Sports.
Yeah, man. Definitely in stores. Most of their things come from online though. So they're really just gonna act more so like as a distributor in this place. But this was dope as well, just to get this news over the past week. I think they're gonna roll out some slides first.
And they almost have like some sort of Air Force One type sneaker.
I'm looking at it now. I do see that. And I saw that the boots, some type of like new look of the Yeezy boots.
He's gearing up for some new Yeezy boots. Yep.
Getting back to that, like that style that he kind of brought around the Pablo
times.
I think we're getting back to like some of those type of looks
between Pablo and Donda. I think like some mesh there.
Yeah, for sure.
I do think there's a learning curve. Not a learning curve, but I do think there's a gap to fill in from the Adidas era to now. I'm not saying Kanye's dated or anything like that, but I do think there's a creativity gap that he's going to have to get back to. If his plans are to be a luxury fashion brand in the 2020s, and even without the big guys, find a way to dominate. I think what he is going to have to realize is that metallic black leather era of Certified Lover Boy and Donda, that era that he kind of ruled fashion in. We do have to realize that we've exited that era, that black, all black, everything leather that we were running around in looking like fucking robots and shit. That's not the style anymore. Fashion moves and it moves quick. And he's going to have to be able to adapt like we know Kanye can. But he's going to have to be able to adapt quickly out of that Donda or post Donda era for me, fashion wise. If he's looking to continue to dominate fashion.
No, that's a great point. Because, I mean, some of the looks, like we just mentioned, are similar to years past. But, and you know this, you kind of just said it as well, Kanye sets the standard.
He does.
So most of the time, regardless of like whatever he brings, I think people are it's gonna attract people first just based off the nostalgia, right? Everybody's gonna run to it for that. But he could sell a black t-shirt, a blank t-shirt, a small logo.
We've seen him do it.
And it's going to sell regardless. But again, I'm just saying that to say I do agree. Because I looked at this and was like, yeah, that's cool. But it didn't necessarily attract me to be like, oh, I got to go get it because it ain't nothing that's flashy. It looks like something we've already seen before. If you want to continue to rise and maybe get back to the levels that you were at before, if you want those big brands and big names to call you, partner, and work with you like they were before, just like you mentioned, you do have to adapt. You do have to change. You do have to get more creative and bridge that gap that was first created 10 years ago. But I expect him to do that.
You know what I realized? And I'm smiling because it's funny because Kanye took a knockdown. That's not funny, but what I'm about to say is funny, but we only see it because Kanye took a knockdown. Kanye needs a marketing team. Kanye is absolutely horrible at marketing. And the thing that I'm saying we've never realized that before is Kanye has been such a large polarizing figure. All he's ever had to do was open his mouth and speak, and that changed the trends of everything. He never needed any marketing team. Kanye has never needed a marketing team.
No, you're right.
So now we're looking at this and the way that stuff goes out, and that's what I was leaning towards when I was saying this is if he's going to want to win, he's going to have to change also how his team runs that fashion shit, because the biggest narrative around his clothes at the moment since he's left Adidas is that nobody gets it on time.
Oh yeah.
So
I saw that.
That's what I was saying. He's going to have to change the narrative here, and that's going to start with his marketing. Kanye is a fucking billionaire, so I don't want to hear any bullshit. Kanye needs an expensive marketing team. That's what Kanye should spend the bulk of his resources on, is marketing. Like, because Kanye doesn't know how to market without his mouthpiece, and he should not be using his mouthpiece unless it's to rap.
That only gets him in trouble.
Yeah, unless it's to rap, you should not be fucking. Nobody should project his voice or thoughts anywhere, nigga.
I feel that.
Last time, we heard this shit. Nigga showing porn at Adidas, like during work meetings.
Yeah, bro. Crazy.
As like stimulation for ideas. Like, nigga, what?
Bro, crazy, bro.
And we wonder why his wife stay naked.
That's all he know.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's all he knows. It's fucking crazy.
That's all he know, man.
But yeah, I think Kanye could he could really do well his next album, but I think he should capitalize on or spend his time trying to capitalize on being a better marketer.
For sure.
Because his number one marketing tactic serves him nothing anymore.
Yeah.
Talking,
You gotta
tweeting.
move with the times, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And if he tweets in all caps ever again,
just know breaking news is on the way.
Do you think Kanye thinks at this point, and half of me still says yes. Do you think Kanye still thinks like he can come out and say anything and come back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe like, you say you like 50-50?
Yeah, because after this, Kanye should know, like, at some capacity, this shit could all be over.
Yeah, maybe.
But something firmly in my body believes he can come out right now and say something crazy, and he really thinks that he'll have a #1 next year.
Like, he still got it in him.
Yeah, he thinks that. He thinks that, though. Like,
yeah, maybe slightly, bro. I do feel like that last situation, he learned.
He did.
He learned a lot. As we're seeing, everything you just mentioned, I think shows what he has learned.
The Wall Street Journal interviews, all the written interviews that he put in. Yeah, the apologies he's had to do that are nothing like the ones because he hasn't had to apologize in the past. It's been slavery's a choice, nigga. Now what?
Body shirt.
Body
shoes.
And now Yeezy season 4 coming out right after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say maybe it's still slightly a little bit. He feels like he can say certain things. Not about a certain community, though. I think he X'd that out. I don't think he'll ever speak on that.
Oh yeah, no.
On that community anymore.
And thanks for being sacrificial lamb, because now we know we can't do it. We always thought we couldn't. You showed us. Don't fucking try it.
On me. # stop Jewish hate.
Yeah, like, man, come on now. # Jewish allies. # fuck Kyrie.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
They even got Stephen A. Smith apologizing now. You seen that?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, because and we could really say this for Thursday. This would really be a good Thursday topic. But you know, the government put out that article or website, I think it's titled COVID.gov, where they basically...
I saw that too, and we need to talk about that too. How they said COVID's a lie.gov or the truth about COVID.gov.
Yeah, so everybody's been reading that, talking about it. But my point is, like I said, we can really say that for Thursday. Stephen A. Smith got on his show and basically apologized for the stance that he took against Kyrie back at that time. Remember how hard he was on Kyrie, bro?
Yes. Yeah,
he basically came back and apologized. And I don't necessarily think it's based off of everything that he read there, but just, you know, time moves on, 6 years have moved on, and he was like, I was wrong. But we'll talk about that Thursday. That's a really good Thursday topic.
That is a good topic, because I do remember in that time period, not just him, but how everyone treated Kyrie. Like, and it was, I'm glad we're talking about Ye, because it was almost like one of those situations like when Kanye went in with Sway, or when Kanye sat down at the Breakfast Club and tried to tell niggas about what the music game was about. And everybody was like, you fucking crazy, or we'll never get there. And then we're looking at it right in our eyes 10 years later, and Kanye's like, well, he's in interviews at this point telling you, like, I may not have been right. I mean, he was like, I'm always right. I'm just not right now. But shout out to Stephen A. for being a bigger person. Like you said, we'll talk this more on Thursday.
Yeah, for sure.
But let's move on. I'm out of Ye.
All right, let's move on. Yep.
Okay. Cari, Barack Obama is out with another list of songs he's never heard of.
Yeah, you're funny. 3 pages of what he's calling his summer playlist, Barack Obama's 2026 summer playlist, his annual playlist that he drops every year. And I love that you took that stance, because just about every year I do look at this list thoroughly, and I do ask myself, like,
how many of these songs has he actually ever listened to? Is
Barack and Michelle really playing this?
You would like to think so, right? We would love in our heart to think that,
right.
And I'm not saying that he's a liar.
No, of course not.
I'm joking about the lying part, but there is some thought in my head of whether or not they are playing these songs. I mean, even if it's something like Sasha and Malia may insert some of their favorite songs, and that's the Boss Man D-Lo song that makes it on there, and that's this song. But yeah, I'm sorry. Some of these I'm not going for. Like,
and Barack is truly hip hop too. At the end of the day, right? Always been. But yeah, certain songs, certain records, I'd be like, really? Even the Boss Man D-Lo. I know Motion Party is a huge song.
Motion Party is huge, so maybe I can go for it a little bit. But like, Obama, you don't listen to Girl Get Up by Doechii and SZA.
You may, man.
No, you don't, nigga.
It's 3 women at the house.
They listen to it. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Like,
okay.
I mean, but there's some that I can definitely believe. Like White Flag, Vince Staples, I believe.
Yeah.
Can't Hide Love, Earth, Wind and Fire. Like I can see you and Michelle dancing to that shit.
Yeah. It's a classic for them. I saw Shaka and Luther, like songs like that, David Bowie. I'm like, yeah, Beatles. I'm like, yeah.
Award Tour by Tribe. Like
I'm like, you listen to that.
I know you listen to that. Let's Get It On, Marvin Gaye. You made 2 of your children to that. And you have 2 children. But nevertheless, it's good to see these lists come out. I don't know if you want to go through them or if you want me to go through them. I can name some of the notable ones.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Like we said, Girl Get Up, Doechii and SZA. We got West Memphis by Yebba, Can't Hide Love, Earth, Wind and Fire, White Flag, Vince Staples, Motion Party, Bossman D-Lo. Let's see. Anyone Who Had a Heart, Luther Vandross. Ain't Nobody by Shaka Khan. I can see y'all listen to that one.
Of course.
Let's see. Revolution by the Beatles. Let's Get It On. Marvin Gaye. I'm Losing You by the Temptations. That's a huge song. Road to Zion by Damian Marley and Nas. That's the new song that they got out. Yeah, a lot of some of these I don't know. Oh, You Got to My Head, Let It See, Paul Jackson, Yada Yada, Anderson .Paak. These are good songs.
Ran to Atlanta.
No, I don't. No, I don't believe that one. I don't believe that one. And if anybody listen, Michelle listen to that.
Molly Santana.
Yeah. That's the type of stuff that like I don't believe. Like I don't believe that inside of a pair of AirPods by Barack Obama, he in there. Molly Santana knew Hannah Montana. Molly Santana knew Hannah Montana. I believe you turn it off when that part comes on.
Yeah.
Iceman turn.
But he definitely heard that record, as did the whole world. So I wasn't too shocked to see that one, but it was funny that was the choice from the Iceman album.
He even commented on this post and said, I'm always looking for new songs to listen to, so please share any recommendations in the comments. I don't believe him, Corey.
Yeah, I think, okay, I'm going to say this. I'm still saying what you said, like, you know, half and half. Some songs he heard, some he hasn't. I think when he first started his, I don't remember how long ago, I think it was truly him picking the list because he does the book list every year as well. I think as time went on, this kind of became a thing to do.
Yeah.
Which is also a good thing because people get noticed.
Absolutely.
Shit.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's artists that people ain't never heard of.
They're people that I've noticed
song.
off of that.
Right. So I think it's still good. And every time it comes out, I like it. We'll talk about it right each time. But yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily believe that these are truly your bangers or the records that the Obama family or Barack himself is just listening to on an everyday basis. I'm not going for that. Yeah. Not now.
No, I'm not.
Not now.
I'm the exact same way that you are. Like I'm not going for that shit. And every year you have your ear tapped to the goddamn streets.
Yeah, I'm not.
So, I love Barack. Yeah. Your ear is not to this nigga. I do this twice a week and I don't got my ear that low to the fucking street. This nigga's got new artists, a plethora of them though. Like this nigga comes back every year with like 10 artists niggas haven't heard of before.
Yep, or ones that are like super low key underground.
Which one of his daughters is the older one? The one that had the titties come out.
Chill. I think
is it Malia?
Yeah, I think Sasha.
Malia is the older one.
Okay, so
she strikes me as the top. She looks like look at her. She's the one finding all of these new artists. I can look at her and tell out of the family. Look at this picture. She's finding the new artists. She's dressed like what's the model nigga that the black guy that you know? He always got a cigarette into. He was on the Grownish show.
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Nah, hold on. I gotta find him because he's a famous model actor. Luca. Why she dressed like Luca? That always got a fucking cigarette in and shit. Yeah. I can tell by looking at her. Half of these songs are Sasha's or Malia's.
Yeah, Malia.
Yeah, Malia's the one that's. like Titties came out a few years ago.
Yeah, I think I remember that.
Yeah, that was back when Barack was applying pressure. We couldn't even say that shit on the pod. He was still too close to the White House.
They snatching shit down.
Yeah, man. Like they might snatch this.
Hey, hope not.
But I like the lists that come out. I don't believe they're full of songs Barack listens to, but I do like it. I do need to tap more into his book list though, because that's something that in this day and age, I listen to so much music. A lot of the songs that are on here I know, or I've heard at some point in my lifetime because they're not all new songs.
Right.
That book list I might be able to really tap into.
Yeah. It'd be good. And it's shorter. He don't give you 3 pages of books to give you 1 page, which I think is a more concise, like, actual list that he may be choosing.
I was gonna say because he probably actually read them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah.
Yeah, this music list is about as good as LeBron making one. Which is why he good friends with LeBron. Both them niggas liars.
Oh, that's funny.
And being that he was the president, he's probably way bigger of a fucking liar than LeBron.
Oh, yeah. He's really good at it.
Yeah, like we thought LeBron be lying, and we only think that because LeBron's so bad at it.
Yeah,
we catch him in them. What's this? This book. Like LeBron strikes us as a nigga that did not go to college, went straight from high school to the pros, because nobody said this because he's rich and really good. LeBron is fucking stupid. Like, nobody stopped and said it. LeBron is a fucking idiot. That bitch that said shut up and dribble wasn't even being racist. She had a long discussion that afternoon with LeBron James. And that's what she took from it. Shut the fuck up.
That was her conclusion.
Yeah. Yeah. Nobody knew she knew Bron.
That's hilarious.
Well, sorry guys.
That's funny.
Riffing.
That's funny. It wasn't even racist.
Yeah, it wasn't even racist. LeBron is a fucking idiot. That's why he wants the most for his sons.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Let's move on out of LeBron though. I'm sorry, out of LeBron, out of Obama, right. Out of books, out of summer songs.
Yeah.
Carl, let's talk what happened over at that Usher and Chris Brown concert maybe a week and a half ago.
Yes.
So maybe a week and a half ago, and I'm sorry, the fact that we're having this conversation is fucking crazy, because a woman getting on stage and having some common respect and decency for herself has made waves across the news, Corey.
Mayhem.
All right, so if you're not privy, any listener viewership that we've got right now, if you're not privy, Chris Brown and Usher are on tour. Of course, these are known as of right now, because R. Kelly's sitting in a cage, the 2 greatest living R&B artists in the world right now. The 2 biggest R&B sex symbols in the world right now. Mm-hmm. I think Usher left that space for a while, but residency and then post-residency, he made himself once again a very prominent sex symbol in music.
Yeah.
Like back to the height of it again. Like he's back top 10 sex like symbols in music.
And R&B.
And I think one of the only people higher than him is the guy that he's sharing a stage with, which is Chris Brown. So you already know the ladies are coming on tour specifically to see these guys, to get a glimpse of these guys, to possibly, maybe, if they have that 1% chance, Corey, if they find enough to get a feel of them.
Right.
Because, you know, ever since Usher has been giving out cherries during residencies and concerts, and Chris Brown's been bringing women on stage for table dances and chair dances, they decided to do their thing together during tour. Like when each of them comes out, they'll do their own respective things.
Yep.
So the way that I was told is at the beginning of the concert, a select women are chosen. And after those select women are chosen, they are taken basically to like some part of the concert on the side, or like a green room or something of the sort. And when they are called, security or whoever will bring them up and they will be danced to with on stage.
Okay.
But the key thing in this is they're not told which artist they're going to be dancing with.
Okay.
And this concert that we're referring to, there was a woman that purchased her ticket, and from what she told everyone in the aftermath of things, that she was a very, 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 very big Chris Brown fan, Cari. She did not come to see Usher. So she got placed in that let's get on stage thing. She's thinking that Chris Brown finna do her fucking thing.
Okay.
Or do his fucking thing on her.
Okay.
And her time is called. She gets up to the stage and it's Usher. Usher's bumping, grinding.
Right.
Yeah, like he's sweating on her. He's putting his body on her.
Yeah.
And if you can see the video of the lady on stage with Usher, she looks incredibly uncomfortable. Extremely uncomfortable. She looks like she's fine with being there, but not fine with how close Usher is. Every time he gets a little bit closer to her face, her chest, to her body, you can see as he leans in, she leans back. Like, so the dance is still going, like it's still moving on, but like as he goes in, she goes further back so they not touching. There's no kissing, there's no body contact.
Right.
To the point where I believe he has to put her off the stage.
Yeah, I think he stood up and said something where in the midst of it was like, I don't think she want to be up here.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
She leaves stage. It becomes a huge thing on social media, which, like I said, to me, guys, I think it's absolutely insane that a lady going out and not getting freaked on is abnormal.
Is a problem.
It's abnormal, Cari. Like,
No,
because everybody expects for that just to be normal activity. So much so that Usher has to go out the next night and kind of like make jokes on stage and let everybody know, like, hey, look, if this ain't what you want, don't come on stage. Which I do agree with Usher. They do know the routine of the show, and the women that showed up to the show knew the routine of this show.
Yeah.
Generally, though, I'm sure most women that show up to the show are not opposed to Usher or Chris Brown doing that thing. This lady had a preference. And maybe she's the one that was wrong for thinking she was going to get on stage with whoever she thought. But Cari, this made really big waves for me for what I would consider no reason, because this lady acted how most respectable women should act at a concert.
True.
Now, it was unorthodox for their concerts, so I understand the outrage, but I don't understand the global tabloid blog outrage.
Yeah, I mean, I think I have the same stance as you. I didn't necessarily know too much about or wasn't privy to the selection process before. Yeah. Like you mentioned, how they're selected.
It's weird. It's like a holding room. You don't just get pointed at and thrown up on stage.
Not even that. It's just like if they are really given as much information as you explain, like you don't know who you're going to get. And if we're choosing you to be on this stage, whether you have a preference or not, you're going to have some type of acts performed on you.
Yep.
Right. So my thing, though, if that is true, if that's the case in that situation, I mean, yeah, you do have a choice to make whether you want to continue to be a part of this process or you want to go back to your normalcy, XYZ, right? That's a whole nother conversation. We could spend hours on that. Back to the outrage, back to the tabloids, back to the social media. It's just ridiculous, the things that really become news and that people have to talk about and give opinions and thoughts about, because, yeah, it shouldn't be abnormal for any woman, man or woman, in any situation to choose to act this way, choose to have some self-respect for themselves, and it be an issue. Yeah. I don't understand that. I don't get it now. I know background context matters here once again. She thought it was going to be Chris Brown. She obviously wasn't a fan of Usher, XYZ. But I just think, like, the things, the aftermath, the outrage that happens after this, now people was like, why you at the show? Why you want to do this? I don't know if she was in a relationship or not. I saw some shit. Maybe she had a husband or something. I don't even know how true that is.
Get off her ass either way.
I'm like, bro, like, it doesn't matter.
Get off her ass, though.
And people we give so much energy and attention to bullshit, bro. Like, most of the time. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I know it happened. It was cool, whatever. For the show, it added more, like, attention to the show. Now more people probably want to buy tickets and get to the show, XYZ. But for that lady, no issues with that. She respected herself. She made a decision. She didn't like Usher. She didn't want Usher on her. She showed that. We move on. Like, let's just move on.
Yeah, it wasn't that big a deal. And for somebody like, unless they're creeps and we don't know, that was not a big deal for Usher either. Like, Usher has had many and plenty nights of pussy.
Man, like, basically, like, let's just get the next person.
Let's just get another woman up here, man. Like, it's not that big a deal.
Just move on.
Usher is Usher, who has a crowd of 30,000 out there at the moment. Like, you're not embarrassing Usher by not wanting to be on the stage, because newsflash, every other woman here wants to be on the stage.
Yep.
Your girl can go on the stage at the Usher concert?
My girl ain't even going to the concert. Which is funny though, because look, my girl was going to the concert. She's not anymore, not because of this, and not because of anything with me. But nah, my girl ain't going for that shit, bro.
Yeah,
my girl shy first off, but she not getting on that stage because of that. But obviously, she respects me herself. Yeah. She not doing that. But yeah, she did have tickets for the Dallas show. But some things happened, like one of her friends isn't going to be able to go anymore, so she's just going to sell the tickets.
Yeah, I told my girl, like, you can have section 200 or 300 seats.
Oh, yeah, she wasn't going to be.
Yeah, no, you can.
And where the selection process happens.
I don't give a fuck how, like, no one anything. Yeah. Like, I don't want to see, when I see your tickets, I don't want to see one. Like, you can't even be section 210. Like, you need to be section 220 and up. Like, I need 2s and 3s in your shit.
Facts. You can go, though. For sure.
Yeah, have fun.
Go. Yeah.
Have fun. Have fun. Yeah, let me see your motherfucking ass on that camera.
Facts.
You were fucking.
You can go anywhere you want.
Oh my God. Especially the next day when I see you on camera, because now you're alone.
Yeah. Matter of fact, do you like Coldplay?
No, real talk.
Because I'll buy you tickets to a Coldplay concert too. Go ahead. You want to go? Sure.
No, we'll have your ass mosh pitting with those fucking. Oh, yeah. That's right.
Sure. Nah. We good over here. I ain't even worried about nothing like that.
Yeah, no, I'm not. Never.
Yeah.
One more final thing on our list.
Okay.
Cari, G-Unit clothing is back.
Yeah, bro.
In specific, G-Unit footwear.
Yeah.
The Reebok G-Unit G6 is officially back. Now it's not something you can buy on East Bay anymore, but it's so nostalgic seeing that G6. I never had a pair of G-Unit shoes growing up, but it was something that was a want that I never got.
Yeah.
Maybe I picked this up for nostalgia's sake, but it's good to know either way that these are available again.
Yeah, that's pretty much how I feel about it as well. It was funny though, because I mean, I'm sure the pod knows as well. For our new listeners, 50 Cent was my favorite rapper, like my very first favorite rapper. So this era, the G-Unit era, the spinning 50 Cent chain, all that is like really relevant to me. But when I did see this come back, it made me realize how ugly of a shoe this is. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, it is. It's fucking ugly.
It's a very ugly shoe.
But then again, style was different. Yeah. I can see 50 with the baggy sweats or like the warm up NBA pants on that he would wear that was baggy over those. Yep. He'd have a nice, like, be it a long t-shirt or like I said, that almost warm up type, like collarish shirt on.
Headbands, throwback jersey.
Headband, do-rag, hat on. All three would be on. It'd be headband, do-rag, hat on. Cock to the side type shit.
Facts. Yeah. Outside of just nostalgia and just, like you said, reflecting on childhood memories, this is dope to see, but I'm not going to even act like I'm going to buy this. It's starting out at $130. It's not a shoe that I like, but shout out to everybody that may buy this. Shout out to 50 Cent G-Unit coming back. I even saw Baby Fat has made a return. Kamora Lee.
Really? Kamora Lee.
Yeah. So a lot of things are coming back, which is always dope. You know, just like you said earlier when we were talking about Kanye, fashion goes in waves. It comes and goes. Things come back. Even now, baggy. Even now, everything is baggy. Are you crazy? 2016? 2015, you better not have been in shit baggy. Everything was tight, skinny, you know what I mean? Now baggy's back in style. So yeah, fashion goes in waves, bro.
Baggy is most definitely back in style. I mean,
it's the best look today, bro. Most of the time.
It is. And it'll make you rewind 15 years and think about how tight your goddamn jeans were.
Boy.
Like,
oh my goodness.
Our parents told us, I don't know if your parents told you the way they told me, like, you're gonna look back at those tight ass pants you have on and feel fucking stupid. Like my dad used to tell me, like, you're gonna look back as a grown up and see all your pictures, because I would wear every color skinny jean. Like you're gonna see those purple skinny jeans you have on, and you'll look back at yourself and think that you look fucking stupid. And I remember us at our age, we really thought like we were so fly that even when we did look back in 10 years, that we wouldn't look crazy because we was fly. Nigga, hell no. No, that shit looks stupid as fuck. And I hope we don't look back at 39 and be like, this baggy ass shit looks crazy.
You may. Cause now it's and I like it too, bro.
It's
don't
really
get me
baggy,
wrong.
though.
Like it's super duper baggy.
Like,
and it's like
it's a different baggy than it was in 03.
That's what I'm saying.
03
That's
was
what I'm
baggy,
saying.
but like it creased.
It was like tall tee baggy, like extra long shirts, like
extra long,
creased.
and yeah, like you could see it crease down because of how baggy it was. All this shit wide as fuck.
There, that's the perfect word.
Yeah,
it's a
like,
wide baggy now, bro.
Think Kanye, Lil Pump, you're such a fucking hoe video with them big ass like
them suits and body
we look
suits
like
and
Roblox niggas with this shit on.
Yeah. That's the style now though.
Yeah.
And I got some like pants that's like super baggy, and I fuck with them.
Nigga, I love my baggy shit.
Like all the shit that I got that's baggy, I love. Like any type of like jeans and shit I wear, it gotta sit like on top of the shoe now.
Yep.
Compared to like you said, coming up skinny, it had to stop right before the tongue or like right at the ankle.
The types of shoes we wear now wouldn't even look right with the skinny jeans.
Yeah. Everything has to be over the tongue, over the shoe, on top of the shoe for me, bro. That's only I won't even wear it.
Yep.
If it's not.
I find myself doing like the opposite versions of what I did back in the skinny days. Like back in the day, if you wanted your jeans super skinny and you couldn't find them in your size, nigga, you might go a size down just because they tighter.
Yeah.
I find myself in a double XL pants, Cari. Men's double XL pants because I like that baggy look.
Give me them boot cuts.
Yeah, give me the boot cut jeans, nigga.
God,
Let them motherfuckers out.
On me.
Yeah.
The flares. I got a couple flares.
That's all. Like when we talk jeans, that's what I want to wear these days.
Same,
Unless
bro.
they're like cargo pants. I want to wear cargo pants and boot cut flare jeans.
Yep.
Like my shit better look like bell bottoms. like I'm fresh out of roll bounce, nigga. Yeah, like a cowboy, nigga.
For sure.
But
For sure.
yeah, you couldn't be more right on how we flip flopped, and everything today is baggy.
Yeah.
Yeah, wild. But that was our last topic.
Yes, sir.
That takes us into episode 435, which we'll see you guys next time for. But for now, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. I'm Roderick.
I'm Cari.
All right, man. We will see you guys for episode 435. We out of here.